Hey Reggie, you said you wanted to make the house scarier this year, right?
I said spookier, not mortgage lowering. I can't even see the front door. Oh my God, it's glorious! Jesus Christ!
Tonight we're installing something I've been really excited about. The Lumary Permanent Outdoor Lights 2. These things are IP67 waterproof, use RGBAICW LEDs, that's 5 colors per bulb, and they can hit up to 6,000 lumens of brightness. So yeah, Reggie, you might need some sunspray.
I burn at 100 lumens, Gio. This is attempted murder.
Perfect. Let's unbox this thing before he melts. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and open this up so you guys can see what comes inside the box. So as I open this up here, first thing we get, of course, is our user manual. You guys can see that right there. And they also give you a little bit of a ruler here so you can kind of measure away from your eaves. It says here, keep eave lights 2 to 4 inches away from the wall. That way you get that nice shine down. When we open up the box, they give you 3 sections of lights here. Now, this is a 150-foot set here, and these are the lights that they come in the package. As we open this up here, now this is the LED light strip itself. These are heavy duty. These have the 5-in-1 LED housing, waterproof, UV resistant, and you can see here this awesome little design they have here by Lumary. This is a patented design here, and this is basically the little clip that you install. So it has the 3M adhesive here, so you can peel this off and stick it to the surface, whether it be wood, vinyl, or your metal. And then once this is secured, it also comes with little screws here, so you can screw this directly into the eaves themselves as well. And then you just go ahead and slide your light back on and you're good to go. So that also means that when you go to install this, you can actually replace certain sections of lights without having to completely uninstall everything you already worked on. So really cool light design here. So you get 3 of these, and then this box here comes with, this is basically your cable management. So these little clips here, again, they come with that 3M adhesive on the back as well. And then you can actually sandwich your wires in between the wall. So whatever you're working with here, just clip that on there, stick this on there, and then it'll keep your wires up and away from any visible sight, so everything looks really nice and clean. So get a bag of those. This, of course, is the brains of the operation. You got your remote here and, of course, your power strip. All right, so this is what's going to communicate with your Wi-Fi or Bluetooth setup or your app control here. So you get those in the box as well. And they even give you a little remote, which is cool if you're old school like me and you want to have your own remote. This is great. Couple AAA batteries for this guy, but this is going to be great. You can go through the different modes here, dim, auto, and then your RGB controls here, your white controls, so cool white or warm white. That's pretty cool.
Where's the button that makes me 20% less flammable?
Sorry, Reg. That's next year's firmware update. And then you also get the little mounting screws and extra 3M adhesive strips. I guess if yours get damaged, they give you some replacements there as well. So very cool. It's going to make installation a breeze. So that's what you get in the box. Now that we have everything here, why don't we go ahead and get to the installation? All right, time to get these up. Now, this is a 150-foot set, so it should give me a full perimeter run. And each light is about 60 lumens, which should give me a grand total of a lot of lumens.
That's roughly the brightness of your ego on upload day.
Exactly. Installation is super easy. Clean the surface, you stick the base plate about 12 inches apart, and then you take your light and slide it directly into place. What a beautiful, perfect setup. All right, really quick, I know this is super close to my face, but I wanted to go ahead and show you guys how easy it is to add the extension you need to string on another lights. And they made this design really simple. It basically just plugs in, and there's only one way for this to work. So once you line up the holes here, just press it into place and then screw it together. The section of lights.
It says Bluetooth, but mine is showing toothache. Is that normal?
You're grounded, and not in the electrical way. All right, everyone. So now that we have the lights installed, I kind of wanted to run through the app and some of the functions and what you can do with these lights. So let's get right into the app. So you should see my screen pop up on the screen so you can run through it with me. But let's go through some of the features I found here. So what you're going to do is you're going to install the Lumary app. And I'm not going to walk you through that procedure. You can find that elsewhere online. But once you get the actual app installed, you start the interface, you should come to this screen here. Now, this screen here is just going to be your paired devices. Now, once you open up those paired devices, it's going to give you the option to, of course, turn your lights on and off. And everything should be working behind me. I'm not going to be able to see, but just running through the interface here, it's pretty cool. You have different subsections here. So you've got your color here. And for this is cool. You can go right to your color and just select anything you want. You can edit your colors down below as well and change them on the fly there. You can definitely go in and subtract certain colors. So if I go on the bottom here and just cut these out, it'll change that up. And then you can save whatever color combination you have. Also too, it gives you the option to dim here as well. If you just want this as like a background ambiance, if you're having some kind of party and just some cool subtle lighting in the background, this is perfect for that as well. I'm going to ramp all the way up this here. You can also switch this in between your color and white mode. And then you, of course, you have your super warm colors and then also like a mid-tone and then your cool white color as well. So this is cool for year-round stuff if you guys are having any kind of get-together. And then also too, to go into this next little section here. Now, again, in this color section in the beginning, you also have the options to create basically like static scenes. So you can individually change the color of each bulb up there and then make your own kind of look to it. So like, say if you're putting these up for Christmas time, you can individually change the bulbs and have them more of those old school incandescent bulb, that warm vibe with the individual colors, and that will look cool. I'm probably going to do that here this season. You're definitely going to see these being used for this Christmas season, so stick around. If you guys don't know this, I make a lot of awesome Christmas props as well. But to get back to these lights though, you can definitely customize them, and there's all kinds of different ways you can do this too. Once you have your colors down, so if I pick another color here, say, add that color in and save it, and then you go into do it yourself and edit your colors here as well. And when you go down and edit here, you can change the kind of effect they're going to have, and then you can preview it on this page as well. So say if I have my 3 color choices here, I'm going to go ahead and go to this motion effects, and again, just see what this will do. And then it'll go through your selected colors and kind of transition. And you can change speed of them. You can change the different effects they have. And it'll go through the selected colors you have put down and give you different options here. So this is kind of fun to play around with too, just to see the different effects they have. Let's try Meteor and see what that looks like. And again, you can change the speed on this thing as well. So that's kind of cool. So if you want it to go slower so you can kind of see it a little bit, let's see, we'll go back to, let's go preview it a little bit slower. So this is really cool when you're doing your Halloween setups as well. If you guys are putting up your displays, like I'm thinking about doing in the center of my household there, because it has this really cool effect. If I bump this up as far as the speed of it, right in the center there, I want to do a tunnel. So kind of made out of webs, doing like a Coraline vibe, that kind of deal. So I think it'd be cool to do the colors kind of flashing inward that way as well. So, and I think if I'm scrolling through here, there's a rebound function that's pretty cool. So it just gives you different light patterns so you can kind of mess around with your decorations to flow along with the lights and different presets here and create tons of different animations that'll go along with your individual display, and it'll be completely unique and awesome for you guys. So just those functions are pretty cool there. If I go back and we go into the scene setter here, there's a ton of preloaded scenes that you can go through, and I'll just click through some of them here so you can see, and you can see what I'm selecting here just to kind of give you an idea. Different color combinations, stuff like that. If we go over here into festival, they have, this is their Halloween look. But again, everything is customizable. Let's see what Christmas does. These are all real fun looking animations. Now, I'm gonna take you a little closer to the house in a second here so you can see my setup, because it doesn't look exactly like the packaging because of the way I had to install it for my house. So I wanted to show that in detail in a second here, but just to go back through this a little bit, the rhythmic one here, this is to set up music to play off of. So I don't want to get hit with any copyrights in this video, so I won't be playing and showing you that, but it basically syncs up the music that you're playing through the speaker here and allows you to kind of get that cool look. So if you're having a party or something like that and you guys want to have just your music playing and your lights going to your music, you can definitely set it up here. It also has the sensitivity, so how much of that it's actually picking up as well. And I've tried it out and it works pretty well. I'm pretty excited about that. It's gonna be a really cool feature to have like Halloween parties and stuff like that, where I can have the lights kind of going with the theme, because I'm all about themes when it comes to Halloween here. So anyway, this is a really cool interface. There's tons of things to play around with. Okay, one more thing. I wanted to go in a little detail and show you how to change your static scenes. So if you want to just change individual light bulbs, you can do that. So this is how you're gonna go do it. You're gonna go ahead and go down into your color tab here in your app. Then you're going to click the select all button. Then you'll pick one of the colors on the bottom here that you have selected, and then you can change these on the fly. And you can see how it's changing in real time behind me here. So I can change this to whatever I'd like. And then if you didn't want certain lights to be changed, you can just change them to where they're completely off. So this is a pretty cool thing you got going here. You can customize this to whatever you'd like, change the colors and whatever variation and orientation you'd like, and it'd be perfect for whatever scene you're trying to create. So once you have it done, you can click the save button there. All right, then you're gonna go ahead and name it. So just test 3. I'll go ahead and confirm that. Alrighty, and then you can go into your saved here and you can see our test 3 is up. I went ahead and did like a green and purple vibe in the back. I like that. And then just something different, the red and purple, just so I want to set up my scene. And like I said, I want to do some kind of Coraline thing in the middle of my house this year. So I thought that'd be kind of a cool color combination. But again, you can customize it to whatever you want. So I just wanted to stop and show you that little customization tab there in detail. But now let's go check out the eaves and let me show you how I installed these lights. Yes. All right, so hopefully you guys can see this scene and what I'm talking about here, but on my specific house, as you can see, what Lumary recommends you install your lights between 2 and 4 inches away from the actual wall here. But I have stucco under my eaves here until this section where there's actually wood. So I had to change the orientation of which I hung the lights so they would actually work with my eaves. So typically you would have that cone shape that you see coming down this way, coming down the wall this way, as opposed to across. So that's how mine is gonna be a little different from probably most installs where the eaves are either wood, metal, or vinyl. So you'll have the cones coming down. So I just wanted to make sure that you guys saw how I did this and why it looks maybe a little bit different than you've seen around. So it's just the way my eaves are set up. I couldn't hang it on the stucco. That wouldn't work with screws or glue. So the wood is where it went, but I really like it. It has a really cool color ambiance instead of actually seeing the individual light. Worked out great for what I'm going to use them for. So just wanted to make that abundantly clear, but just a little extra detail and tip. If you guys are interested in checking out the Lumary Permanent Outdoor Lights 2 for yourself, I'll leave everything you need to know down in the description below, including where to grab a set for yourself and the Lumary app.
Ah, yes. Nothing says festive quite like permanent illumination. I've been glowing for centuries, though in my case, it's more of a curse than a feature.
Yeah, hopefully your lights don't come with any curses, but they do come with a lot of color options. So everything you need to know is down in the description below. And there you have it, the Lumary Permanent Outdoor Lights 2. Easy install, smart controls, weatherproof, and honestly, they look awesome.
Can we keep them forever?
That's kind of the point, Reg. Permanent outdoor lights.
Perfect, because I'm permanently terrified of the electric bill.
I'll handle that. You just handled the spooky commentary. And remember, keep building things, stay creative, And don't forget to go wild. I'm Gio from Carvalho Creations.
And I'm the real star of the operation. And we'll see you next time. Alexa, set mood to world domination. Yes!
Reggie!
Oh crap, gotta go!